Hey guys, this is Luke from the Scoundrel's Cantina and welcome to another movie review. In this video, I'll be reviewing and exacting my thoughts on fantastic beasts and where to find them, and also revealing an Easter egg or two. As we said in all our other non-Star Wars videos, we are fans of many franchises, but our main and favorite theme is Star Wars, and it's the most present one. But from time to time, we like to change things a bit and do a video or two on our other favorite franchises, in this case, Harry Potter. So, let's begin with the review. At the beginning, I want to say that this movie has that Harry Potter feel to it and it's very well done. Because I believe when franchises go back to fill in the story, they basically never make mistakes. For example, the Lord of the Rings trilogy with the Hobbit trilogy, and also the original Star Wars trilogy with the prequels. Well, the Harry Potter universe is doing the same thing now and I think it's gonna be amazing. I'm very interested to see how it all plays out. The main villain, Gellert Grindelwald, is a character I've been looking forward to for a long time. Even more now when I found out that Johnny Depp plays him. Anyway, the story is about Newt Scamander, who arrives to New York in 1926 with his suitcase full of fantastic beasts, which is basically a zoo in a magic suitcase. He gets himself into some trouble and the Muggle, or should I say No-Maj, ends up accidentally releasing his creatures onto New York City. Newt Scamander enters a different wizarding world where the rules are different than in England, which is all new to him. The wizarding world is in chaos and on the brink of war with No-Majs because of the constant magic normal people are seeing, and as it usually goes, people hate and fear what they don't understand. Also, Gellert Grindelwald has released chaos in the wizarding world and is the most powerful dark wizard in their time. In the whole Harry Potter story, Grindelwald is second only to Voldemort, but I find Grindelwald way more interesting for some reason. Anyway, he wants power over all, as all baddies usually do. My favorite scene in the whole movie is at the beginning when you're seeing all sorts of newspapers about Gellert Grindelwald, and then the scene erupts when he destroys like 15 wizards in one swing. It looked even more badass than when Voldemort does it. Basically, the story is about Newt Scamander retrieving the creatures he has lost, and he's successful in that, and I think that this movie is a very good intro to a 5-movie story. So if you didn't like the movie, keep in mind that it's just an intro to a larger story and it will get better. Many new creatures are introduced in this movie, and my personal favorites are the Niffler, which steals everything shiny in its path, and also the little bug plant thing called the Bowtruckle. While the story is moving forward, there are protests in the streets about the wizarding world living alongside in secret with the No-Maj or Muggle world. The woman that is protesting has adopted a lot of children which protest with her against the magic world. One of them is a boy called Credence, who is in league with the head Auror, Percival Graves. In the city of New York, a lot of weird things have been happening, and Graves believes it's an Obscurus, which is a dark entity of great power. The Obscurus is kind of a parasite and needs a host, and Graves is searching for that host to be in league with him or her for his own purposes. Mostly because he's the dark wizard, Gellert Grindelwald, which everyone has been looking for. Through a series of events, as you know, Credence releases his inner Obscurus and ends up unleashing havoc on New York City. Just like Gellert Grindelwald wanted, because he wants a war and for the wizarding world to rule over the non-magic one. A very similar idea to what Voldemort will want in the future. In the end, Credence and the Obscurus end up being killed by the Aurors, and it is then revealed that Percival Graves is Grindelwald. Also, Newt Scamander caught all of his missing creatures and returned to England to finish his book called Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I am very excited to see the next installment of this because it was amazing. Now let's go over a few Easter eggs I've caught up on. For those who don't know, Harry Potter gets Newt Scamander's book, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, in his first year at Hogwarts. A lot of Easter eggs have been mentioned or briefly seen in the movie, such as the symbol of the Deathly Hallows, Albus Dumbledore's fondness of Newt Scamander, a lot of very familiar enchantments we already saw and heard of in the Harry Potter movies, for example, Petrificus Totalis, and much more. Newt Scamander, for example, has a picture of a Lestrange girl, which is obviously an ancestor to Bellatrix Lestrange. Merlin's beard gets a shout out by Newt Scamander, which is something Professor Slughorn says a lot. And the theme of the movie is on the same year when Tom Riddle, aka Voldemort, is born, 1926. Anyway, that is all I can remember from watching the movie once, and I love it. The visuals are great, the tone of the movie is different, by my opinion, better than the Harry Potter one. It has a lot more positive energy and funny moments, and I just love the character of Newt Scamander because he loves all types of creatures and simply can't help himself not to help them and care for them. Much like myself, because I also love all living creatures. And by the way, I have 6 cats. I think that Fantastic Beasts is more of a positive and life-affirming story compared to Harry Potter. The thing I never liked about the Harry Potter movies is because it's a very tragic, dark and sad story when you look at it. In the end of it all, it's not really a happy ending when you look at how many loved ones had died. I simply don't like sad things, even though the story is genius. The music in Fantastic Beasts is also a bit iffy and not too memorable by my thoughts. I'm hoping to see Grindelwald face off with Dumbledore in the year of 1945 because it is said to have been one of the most epic wizard battles in the whole Potterverse. All in all, the movie is a great intro to an ever-growing universe and I'll rate it 9 out of 10. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this movie review, and if you did, like, comment and subscribe for more videos like this one, and remember guys, God is awesome all the time, may the force be with you always, and I'll see you in another video, you rebel scum.
This party's over.